How y'all doing? How's your Saturday? Woo! Oh, come on. You guys having a good time? Yes? Good to hear. Still awake out there. All right. We're winding it down, but we still got a couple more panels. So let's get loud for this one. You guys, please give a warm welcome to Michael Malarkey.
Oh, hi. What's up, everybody? It's a pleasure to be back in public. It's also weird, right? A little bit? Don't let it get the better of you. You know, things are a little weird, but like, you just gotta roll with it, right?
Yeah.
Improvise.
Yeah.
It's the Italian way. Anyway, thank you for being here and participating in this wonderful energy that we've all created over the past 10 years or so. And, thank you for keeping it alive and for your continued support of these idiots and what we do. So, I guess I'll just give a little brief introduction. Hi, I'm Michael Malarkey. Okay, I'll take questions. Hi.
Hi. How are you? Alright.
Good for now. Oh no, it's that thing again. Go ahead.
I was wondering, out of like your acting journey, what's the best piece of advice to acting you're into?
Well, I mean, quite honestly, it's going to be different for each person, and I'll expand on that. It's not a cop-out, because every single one of you comes from a completely different set of circumstances, heritage, economic background. There's all different kinds of things that make up who you are, and that being said, a different set of challenges, which is going to make you succeed at what you do, you know. Generally speaking, to tie that in, it's about having the audacity to do nothing, to just be yourself, to just be. And I think the more you can learn to do that, and it's not through the work, it's not through learning about acting. The best acting, well, not the best actors necessarily, but like, in my opinion, the way in is through experiencing and living your life, as opposed to being great and knowledgeable about the industry. Because that doesn't matter. It's not the work, it's not the art. And in order to truly channel yourself and to play other people, you have to know other people. You have to be interested and curious about other professions that aren't acting. If all your circle is just actors, or if all your circle is just teachers, or if it's just whatever, same age group, for instance, you're locking in to a certain confined space, and it's difficult to play other things. So I suppose my advice is to not worry about being an actor, but to worry about being true to who you are and living your life and being curious. Stay curious. Once you lose your curiosity, I'm not finished. Once you lose your curiosity, you lose your spark. You know, so stay curious. Don't even follow me with the camera for the walk. There's not much going on. It's easy. Oh, I'm getting double teamed. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Michael. My name's Amanda. How are you?
Hi, Amanda.
My question is, what is something you learned about yourself over the pandemic?
It's funny, like, you guys experienced the pandemic, right? Obviously. Yeah. That's basically just what an actor's life is like, so not much changed, but you guys have changed a lot, and you experienced that feeling of confusion, waiting around for things to open or not, waiting to kind of, and that space is where we reside a lot of our lives. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? So that's just a tiny little shred of how we have to live our lives, I suppose. But I'm avoiding the question. Let's see. What I learned is that I am a fucking family man. No, for real. And for me, that is something that, I don't know, not to get too personal, but that I kind of definitely subconsciously ran from for a while. Filling my time with booking up music videos, tours, getting every single job that came my way, running around at conventions, and when everything stopped, I had to stay home, And it was tough at first, but after a while, it's like there's a peace that happens when you surrender to reality. And I don't mean that in a way like, oh, I'm giving up. Surrender is actually an empowering thing, because it frees up space in your mind and in your life to pursue what your heart tells you. If you're constantly fighting something, without that sense of surrendering to reality, fighting reality, you're just setting yourself up for all types of ailments, physical ailments even. As you know, what's happening in your mind and what's happening in your body are directly linked. If you're tearing yourself up in your head, you're going to come out with some kind of disorder a lot of the times, in your gut or in your heart or arteries. And vice versa, obviously. If you're sick, your mind, can start to play tricks on you. Anyway, I've found that the most important thing to me in my life is my family and my children, my wife. I took it for granted before, and it's been the most amazing thing. It's been hard as fuck. I mean, anybody here who is parents, it's one thing after another. It never stops, and the surrender is to that aspect of it. You get strapped into the roller coaster and you go, you're not getting off. Try to get off and fall back. It's not as dramatic as that, but thank you for your question.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Karina and this is Jada.
Hi.
Hello. And so you died in the show. Like, rest
Thanks
in
for
peace.
learning.
But if you got to pick like how your character died and went out, would you keep it that way or would you change it?
I'd change it to COVID. Vampire killing COVID strain. It's dark. I'm a dark guy. I'm dressed in black. By the way, skinny jeans are out. It's all about making space for your COVID gains. Gains. What kind of gain? Yes, the question. Oh, yeah, death. Yeah, death. No, I don't think things like that really. I get the scripts. I don't question it. I do I make it work. And I think what the actor has to do is make a script work. The scripts are like little checkpoints, right, for your character's journey. And you may have an idea that your character goes here, but this is where he goes. So you have to either find a way to kind of loop that in to end up there, or cut out a certain bit and make it work for you. And there's a lot of people out there that get annoyed at scripts and choices their character makes, but I don't know, that's amateur shit. Honestly, fucking get over it. Do the script, go home. Like, it's not that hard.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. A lot of whiners in the industry. Never whine. Whining is a horrible thing.